E3 is all but over, so what have we learned new about Rock Band 4? New songs, freestyle guitar solo mode, as well as the release date right here on this episode of Cena's Corner.
Cena's Corner, world's #1 rhythm game reviewer.
What's going on, people? All right, welcome to another episode of Cena's Corner, all about Rock Band 4 now that E3 is over. Not a whole ton of information, but we did get some vital information from Rock Band 4 we can look forward to. So let's go ahead and get into that. First of all, your release date for Rock Band 4 will be October the 6th. Now, the one thing I forgot to say last video, if you already do not know, is that the Rock Band 4 is only going to be made for the next gen systems. So Xbox One, PS4. If you have a PS3 and an Xbox 360, I'm sorry, but it's not coming out for those platforms. So go ahead and merge over to the next gen if you want to get your hand on this game that I think is going to be fabulous. Now, if you go ahead and pre-order your Rock Band kit, I think Amazon's doing it as well as GameStop. I know for a fact that if you pre-order at GameStop, you're going to get 30 bonus songs. Now, let me just clear this up. People, stop complaining when things are free. I read several Facebook posts on the official Rock Band 4 Facebook, and people's already having a fit. Oh, it's not going to be like the other games. It's going to be one good song, the rest are going to be bad. Well, here's the deal. They're free. They don't have to give them to you free. Then you go to a restaurant and they say, hey, let me give you a free steak, and then you complain about the way that it was cooked. So let's wait and see what the 30 songs are. They may be songs that you wanted. They may be the most spectacular songs in the bunch. You don't know. So let's not complain until we get that. So 30 free bonus songs if you pre-order the kit. So let's get to the elephant in the room of what is Rock Band 4 going to cost. Now, it is a little higher than what it has been in years past. So if you get the famous band in the box, now you know that contains the Rock Band 4 game, as well as a set of drums, as well as a microphone, and as well as a guitar. That is going to run you $249.99, no matter which system it is, Xbox or PS4. If you just want to get the bundle itself with just the guitar, that's going to run you $129.99. And of course, as usual, if you just want to get the regular game, it's going to run you about $60. Now, here's kind of the bad side of that. And I know some of you can agree with me. That's why I was hoping upon hope that Harmonix was going to tell us at E3 if we were going to have the ability to use our native Rock Band instruments. Now, while we're going on that topic, I have gotten questions of, well, will my Rock Band, or I'm sorry, my Guitar Hero guitar work? From what I've been reading, I'm going to say no, because in all the Harmonix releases, they have kept saying the word Rock Band Legacy Instruments. So to me, that means Fender, Rock Band regular drums, and of course, the Mad Catz MIDI adapters that we all who use real drums in the game probably already should have. If you don't, you can probably still pick one up when they release a new game. Okay. However, if you look at the flip side of that, they are engineered probably the same. So the only I can say is that depending on how they're working this out with Xbox and PS4, the ability to connect your wireless Fender that you already probably have to the Xbox and the PS4, or Xbox One and PS4, will probably be in an update or something like that, which would be the only way I can see it stopping from being able to work with the Guitar Hero guitar. However, if it's a USB plug-in, I don't know. So I can only go by what the official word has been, and on everything I have read or heard from Harmonix, they say that they are working to get the Rock Band Legacy instruments to be able to be used in the game you already have. So I would just bank on the Rock Band Legacy instruments right now, and if the Guitar Hero Gibson works, or the new guitar that came with 5, Guitar Hero 5 works, then you'd be surprised. Alright, so that clears that up. Now also, Now, I didn't see a big expos, just to let you guys know. There wasn't a John Drake-ish type thing like he always used to do, where he runs around, has this big showcase. I didn't see any of that. I do know they had their stage at E3, and I was picking up on various different sources. Like, I think it was Sussman that spoke with Jeff Keighley. They actually did a playthrough with Jeff Keighley on you know, a song, and why he talked about it. And also, I've been following their Facebook page, so that's where a lot of this information is coming from. Also, we now have 11 total songs in the game, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those was announced here just recently. So your new songs is going to be Violent Shiver by Benjamin Booker, Suspicious Minds, Elvis Presley, Uptown Funk, which is Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars, My Son is the Sun, Oh My God is the Sun, I'm sorry, by Queens of the Stone Age, of Hail to the King. Here's your, so those are the new ones. So Queens of the Stone Age are the new ones. Your older ones were Hail to the King by Vince Sevenfold, You Make Loving Fun by Fleetwood Mac, Lazaretto by Jack White, Somebody Told Me by The Killers, Little Miss Can't Be Wrong by the Spin Doctors, and The Seeker, by The Who, and The Warrior by Patti Smythe. If you don't know who The Warrior is, look her up. Patti Smythe was The Warrior is a very big song in the 80s, if you guys didn't know that. I know some of you younger cats are like, what the heck is The Warrior? So that's what that is. So those are the 11 songs that's been released so far. Typical me, of course, whenever we get the whole song list, I will make a video and I will put that whole list up and tell you what I think about the whole entire list. But those are the 11 songs right now. The other thing that we did learn that I'm going to talk about here is the new thing they're doing with the guitar called the Guitar Freestyle Solo. Now, I will get over to Harmonic if you haven't seen it and try to get a hold of a video I can post on my channel. Usually, as you guys know me by this time, I have all these YouTube videos I'm putting up there. But YouTube, especially since my partner, has cracked down on that a lot. So I got to make sure that all my T's are crossed and I's are dotted before I put something up before they shut me down. But I will point you to the direction of where you can see this video. So let's talk a little bit about freestyle guitar solos. If you want to think of it this way, since the beginning of Rock Band, we always have free-form drum fills, where you can do whatever you want to do in the middle of that section, hit that green, and then sends you into your overdrive. Well, they're kind of doing the same thing with guitar. At the same time, as we talked about last video, they're also taking the drums and they're giving you fills that are already pre-done to go along with the song. You can turn those on or off. So you can either turn those on and you can have the system generate a drum solo for you in the middle of that bridge, or you can turn them off and do the freestyle drum solos you've always done. With the guitar though, it looks very interesting. So they said everybody has an inner rock god. Everybody wants to be this big rock guitarist. So now they're going to bring it out and help you do that. According to what I've heard, they've been working on this kind of feature for a very long time. I think I heard a number of upward of 10 years. So basically, when you get to the guitar solo, it's just going to throw down a bunch of notes for you, and you can do whatever it is that you want. Now, you'll see, you know, different patterns, whether you're supposed to be strumming or sustaining, or if you're supposed to be tapping notes. Now, according to what was said at D3, sure, there's a pattern to follow. If you follow the pattern, you're going to get points for that. But you can also do your own entire thing too if you want to do that for less points, or you have the ability just to have fun, turn points off during the solo, and just make up whatever it is that you want. I myself, I'm kind of looking forward to it because it's kind of interesting, because I know that even though people's complaining about it now, saying it sounds all gimmicky, this is a feature that people has been talking about for the last few years when they play Rock Band. Well, the drummers always get featured with everything. Why does the drummers always get to do what they want to do and the guitarists never do? So now that you have it, people want to complain. So let's just wait till it comes out, check it out, see how good this is, and you may enjoy it. If you don't like it and you want to go back to the original solo that came in the song, there's a switch. You can turn it off, and freestyle solos for guitar will be off till you turn it back on. But I think it's going to be, especially if people drink and play this game, that feature right there is just going to be, I like to be with a camera at every party that people's drinking, playing Rock Band with freestyle guitar solos, because that's going to be like a blast. Alright, so the freestyle guitar solos, That's the big feature that they announced. They didn't announce any other features at this point. They're still working through it. I'm not going to rehash everything that I said in my last video. I will leave an annotation to my last video if you haven't seen it in this one. So you can go right from here back to that one if you happen to miss that. I do cover, you know, the new campaign mode, the new shows mode, and there we talk a little bit about that. There was nothing else really said about that other than what we already know. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Let's talk about, though, the other thing that I'm getting bombarded questions with. Let's talk about exporting songs and how this is going to work. And I have a couple of buddies of mine that left me some posts. One of them that stood out was CRBuke. If you guys don't know him, I'll put a link. Check out his channel. He does everything from Madden to FIFA to, he's a really good guy. But he kind of left a comment saying, why can't all this be easy? So let me see if I can answer that coming from somebody who's a professional musician who's actually been in the studio. All right, so Harmonix released a statement that I'll tag in this video that said Harmonix is urging you to the point of to get all your songs exported now before time runs out. The article was titled Before Rock Band 4 comes out, but they want you to do it now. Here's why. Exporting licenses that they have is starting to run out. If you don't understand how that works, let me see if I can explain it a little bit. What happens is Rock Band or Harmonix gets together and says, we're going to do a game called Rock Band and we want all these songs in it. So they go to the various artists or companies or whoever they have to go through, whoever owns the catalog and give that permission and say, we want your song in here, and they have to license that. Now you can get one type of license or you can get like a multi-use license, but generally what happens is they license Harmonix for that particular game. So let's take Rock Band 4 for an instance. So Jack White, Lazaretto, whoever they had to go to, they went to, said, we want to put Lazaretto in the game. You know, boom, we need a license. And they said, okay, Rock Band 4 is the game. They may have just given you a license just for Rock Band 4. But then they may come back and say, but in the future, we're going to make another game, and we would like to be able to have this song to be exported from Rock Band 4 into Rock Band 5. And at that point, they can give them a license. But the license has a date on that. It's not a forever license unless you want to pay a whole lot of money. Back in my days being in a band, I decided to do a solo album when I was singing, and I ran this as a song. I loved the song so much. I wanted it was a small company. It was a Christian song. I went to the company, said I need a license. I want to put this on a tape that's going to make profit. And they said, well, you can pay this amount of money and you can use the song one time, or you can pay this amount of money and you can use the song as much as you want across any albums you want to do, whatever. Kind of the same thing with Harmonix. So now their licenses for exporting songs is starting to run out. So sadly, if you haven't already exported Green Day Rock Band or Lego Rock Band, it's not going to happen unless Harmonix comes up with a miracle, because of what I read, their license with Green Day expired in April, and I think the license with Lego expired around the same time. So, if you're still holding on to Rock Band 1, Rock Band 2, and you've never exported these, you need to do that now. I'm not quite sure about the track packs, like the AC/DC and all that. I'm assuming, don't quote me on this, that is going to be a part of that, because when I exported mine over, they all went over as DLC. So they came over as downloaded. So all of that should carry over. But if you have games other than Green Day and Lego that you have not exported, you need to go on and do that. In the link, and also below this video in the link, I will give you a fact that you can go to on Harmonix's website. It will tell you the licenses that they still have, and they will tell you how to redeem all of the licenses you need to get your music exported over. I think it's worth repeating one more time, just in case you don't watch my first video. You can only export system to system, not cross. So if you had an Xbox 360 and you now have an Xbox One, and you exported all those songs to your Xbox 360 hard drive, all of those songs will come over to Xbox One. Same with PS3 versus PS4. However, if you had an Xbox One and decided you want to go to the PS4, then all the songs that you have on your Xbox oh, I'm sorry, Xbox 360 to the PS4, all the songs you had on the Xbox 360 is stuck there now forever. You're not going to be able to carry them to PS4 because that is cross-platform, which is not allowed. I know everybody's saying, why is that not allowed? Like I said, I think it has a lot to do with the companies not wanting to do it that way or whatever. Plus, it's really easy for Xbox because they were smart, in my opinion, because everything you do is stuck to your gamer tag. I think to some degrees PS4 is the same way, but the system Xbox has, I've dealt with for years, is very intricate. And everything I do, even my cloud saves, all they did back compatibility, all of that is saved right into my profile like I never missed a beat. So I hope that covers that. So that is about all the big news. Oh, other than this, I did want to tell you this. Drummers, feel encouraged that they did show the brand new instruments that when they did that playthrough with Jeff Keighley. And he was beating the drums pretty dang hard. I mean, he was really smacking those. From what I noticed, they were not as flimsy on the ends as the Rock Band 1 and 2 drum sets were. They seem to be a whole lot sturdier. The second thing I know I was paying attention for is I didn't see any crosstalk, and he was smacking the heck out these drums. Now, he didn't have cymbals on them, and I'm sure that when you buy the bundle kit or the band in the box, the drum set won't have the cymbals either. But like I said, Mad Cats has stated that each one had like their individual sensors. If that is the case, this is working. So, in my case, even though I'm hoping that I'm able to put my real kit back in the game, I am also getting the kit that comes with Rock Band because sometimes I just might not feel like lugging that out. I got a 5-year-old that wants to play now, so it's easy for him to get to that kit. And if Pins can come over, he just drag it out and set that up. So be encouraged. The new guitar looked awesome. You know, there's a new calibration mode they haven't really talked a whole lot about, but there's a new way to calibrate Rock Band with your guitar. That's going to set up the calibration for everyone. So if you remember back in the day, the drummer had to calibrate his way. Then if the guitarist came in, he had to calibrate or the drummer was off. So according to what they said earlier, none of that. When they did the IGN reveal, you're going to set this up one time, you're going to calibrate with the new guitar if you get the new guitar, and it's going to set up your calibration system across the platform. So I'm happy for that. So that's about all they really did at E3. So you guys tell me what you think. Tell me what it is you want to see out of what I've said or things you've been reading. What are you most excited about feature-wise? The new campaign, the new show modes, the 11 songs you heard. What do you guys think about those? Again, I'll leave the link again. It's not too late to go and request songs from Harmonix. If you don't like the set list they're creating for you on this, go ahead and let them know by saying, hey, I want to request this song and see what they can do for you. So that's about all I have. You guys know how to reach me, cena at cenascorner.com. You can also reach me over at Facebook, which is in my link down below. Just want to pop in and say hi or leave a comment. Any suggestions for the next upcoming video, things you want to see, things you want me to talk about when it comes to Rock Band. I will say this, I have also been asked if things like the kickbox is going to return. I can't make you any promises. I do know that people like Kickbox, Rock Pads, and all that good stuff, they kind of went out of business or closed down shop after Rock Band announced that they were ending the first time. But I want to wait until I get more news on if the legacy instruments are going to work. Then at that point, I plan on trying to see what it is I can do by reaching out to some people to see if we can get some of this stuff back. So bear with me. I'll give you updates on that if and when it happens, and we'll go from there. So all right, guys, that's it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Appreciate you guys watching. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, thanks for sticking with me. And until next time, peace, love, keep rocking out, and I'm going to catch you guys the next time.